Good evening and welcome to the April 28th, 2025 Board of Education organizational meeting. We'll start with a roll call, please, Ms. Haas.
Mr. Loop,
Here.
Mr. Lewis,
Here.
Mrs. Selly,
Here.
Mrs. Reynolds, here, Mr. Nickram.
Here. And we'll start with Pledge Allegiance this evening. And we start every Board of Education meeting with reading our vision and mission statement. Our vision statement reads, achieving distinction in all that we do, while our mission statement reads, cultivate an inclusive, high-performing culture of growth and community. Moving on to item 2 this evening, election of district officers. We'll need to appoint a temporary chairperson.
Be it resolved that the Board Secretary Lisa Haas be appointed to preside during the election of district officers.
Second.
Okay, we'll have a motion by Ms. Reynolds, a second by Ms. Selly, and all those in favor?
Slow second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Yes.
And those opposed? All right. It is yours.
Okay, and then the next item would be the suspension of operating rules, and there is a resolution there.
Be it resolved that the operating rules of the board be suspended for the purpose of electing district officers.
I'll second.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And opposed? Okay, and then the next ones are just procedural items that we'll go over quickly. One item for the board to consider is if there are 3 or more nominees for an office, the board may consider automatically dropping the nominee with the fewest votes from all subsequent rounds of voting. We don't need a motion, just agreement. Are we in agreement?
Yep.
Okay. Next item for the board to consider is in the event of a contested position, would the board prefer to vote via secret ballot or public vote?
Public?
Public is fine.
All right, public
Public.
vote. Okay, so moving on to our election of district officers. We can either do the individual positions or a slate of officers. So I'll let you decide if you'd like to go with a slate of officers or go through each individual position.
So in light of the fact that 2 positions can't be clerk, right?
Right.
So, I mean, I'm inclined to do all 4 positions and nominate the positions as they are now, with Corey as president, Amy Reynolds as vice president, myself as treasurer, and Matt Loop as clerk.
Okay. Would anyone like to second that nomination for that slate of officers?
I'll second.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You get a chance to
I
second.
rarely
something.
do
I
it.
know.
I'll second.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah.
All right, so we had Robin and Corey, and all those in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Okay. Do each of you accept your nomination on the slate of officers?
Yes.
Yes.
Accept.
Okay. And then, are there any additional nominations for a slate of officers?
Nope.
All right. Seeing no additional nominations, would someone like to make a motion to close nominations and cast a unanimous ballot for the slate of officers as presented?
I move that the board close nominations.
I'll second.
All right, we had Matt and Kurt, and all those in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? All right, well, congratulations. Corey Nickram is our continuing president, Amy Reynolds, our vice president, Robin Sully, treasurer, and Matt Loop, our clerk. We can now return to normal operating rules, and President Corey Nickram can proceed.
Fantastic. All right. We have a, next up is new business under item A, selection of representative for the 2025 CISA 2 convention.
Yes, so that does not carry a lot of responsibility with it. We are a member of CISA 2, which operates out of Whitewater. Typically, a board designee attends a meeting in June, which is somewhat like their annual meeting. There aren't actions that you represent the district or your board with. It's more of having a presence, given that we're members of that CISA too.
Do I remember correctly that Chris Rogers was our representative last
Yeah,
year?
Mr. Rogers has done that the last 2 or 3 years, I think, yeah.
So who's
And the
interested?
date of that annual
Oh, yes.
convention is listed in case you want to just
It's
make
on
sure
June
you'd be
17th.
available.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at June 17th, that's a Tuesday, it's at 6:30. Like I said, I don't think it's a huge weight of responsibility, but something we do like to have a presence at.
Okay,
I'll go to it.
then I will, are we nominating, or,
No, you just do a resolution,
Okay.
whoever's interested, you can.
so be it resolved that Kurt Lewis serve as a representative to the 2025 CISA 2 convention?
I'll second.
Right, we have a motion by Ms. Sully, a second by Ms. Reynolds, and all those in favor this evening?
Aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? All right. Next up is appointment of representative to the Wisconsin Association of School Boards and delegate, alternate assembly delegate to the 2025-26 delegate assembly. There you go. Who would like to be in on this?
I would love to again.
Amy loves to.
I do. I
I
can't
dare
help
someone
it.
else to want it.
I'll just stay here and be quiet.
It's okay, we still need an alternate.
And you will be representative and alternate.
Alternate would be.
I was just saying to Amy that I'm interested in going again. I could be an alternate.
Be great.
All right, be it resolved that Amy Reynolds serve as a representative to the Wisconsin Association of School Boards and as the delegate to the 2025-26 WASB, is that how we say it? Delegate Assembly, and be it further resolved that Matt Loop serve as an alternate delegate to the 2025 Delegate Assembly.
Second.
Okay. All right, we have a motion by Ms. Selly, a second by Mr. Loop, and all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Next up is selection of board committee assignments. We have 5 committees. We have a certified staff, which includes negotiations. We have a finance and operations. The third one is personnel. The fourth is policy, and the fifth is sponsorship. Each board member is on 2 committees, and yeah, would anyone particularly like to be on any? I guess I'll kind of throw them in. I would prefer to be in certified staff and personnel if the board would allow me to.
Yeah, those are 2 that I was on last year, and I would like to stay on those also.
Okay, Amy.
And there's no motions necessary on this.
Yeah. That's fine with me. I'll stay on the 2 that I'm on.
And you're on finance and
Finance
operations and sponsorship.
Yeah.
Matt, Kurt, is there? Well, what's left?
We have,
Well, I guess personnel looks full. I could switch to, it doesn't matter to me. I'll stay on sponsorship with Amy. And,
Okay.
Kurt, is there anything that strikes your fancy?
Whatever's left.
What is it?
Yeah,
What
the
else?
new guy, you know. It's,
Finance and
I would like
operations?
to. I think
Policy.
finance and operations. I don't mind policy either.
Yeah.
okay. And then we just need one more on policy. Would that be you, Matt?
That looks like me.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
So who is on sponsorship? I know this is documented.
Sponsorship is Mrs. Reynolds and then Mr. Loop. So same as it was last year.
Almost.
Yeah.
Just those, just
Just that one.
sponsorship.
And then, Matt, you're on policy?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, moving on to item D under new business. Authorization of depositories and types of accounts to be used for all monies received by the school district during the 25-26 fiscal year. It's just a motion in front of us, obviously listing the banks here that we would deposit money with. This is obviously something that's done each and every year.
Move to approve item D as written.
There you
There you go. I'll
I was
second.
having a really hard time with that.
I was wondering how you're gonna do that.
We have a motion by Ms. Selly and a second by Ms. Reynolds. Can we have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Reynolds?
Yes.
Mr. Lube?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mrs. Selly?
Yes.
Mr. Nickram?
Yes. All right, next up is authorization of the Director of Business Services to invest in district funds.
Yes, and again, this is an annual resolution that the board takes at this particular meeting, in our case designating Mr. Knit to do his job.
Be it resolved that the Director of Business Services is hereby authorized, empowered, and directed to invest any funds not immediately needed by the school district in the manner he determines to be in the best interest of the district. Only account types and depositories authorized by the board shall be used for said investments. And be it further resolved that facsimile signatures of district officers may be used to authorize transfers of district funds for the purpose of making these investments.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Ms. Selly, a second by Mr. Loop, and a roll call, Ms. Haas.
Mrs. Selly?
Yes.
Mrs. Reynolds?
Yes.
Mr. Lube?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Nickram?
Yes. All right, item F, under new business, just setting the meetings each and every month. I think 2 years ago, we switched it
Yeah.
from a 6:30 to a 5:30 start time. I think that has worked well from your side of things, and
So very appreciated.
I think it's, I mean, if everybody can make it at 5:30 on,
As long as traffic's good for me.
yeah, 5:30 on the third Thursday of every month. I think that cadence has worked out well. So if everyone's able to make it, I think I would appreciate it to keep it at the same time, same place, so. It's the motion.
I'm good if everybody else is good.
Yep, we would need a motion for that.
Be it resolved that the regular Board of Education meetings will be held on the third Thursday of each month at 5:30 PM at the Luther Administration Center, 201 Park Street, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, except when changed or modified by a resolution of the board.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Loop, a second by Ms. Reynolds, and all those in favor this evening, say aye.
Aye.
And those opposed. All right, next up.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Selly, a second by Ms. Reynolds. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All righty. 5:43 PM. Thank you so much.